とにかく行動だ。職員室に行って藤崎先生に事情を話そう。きっと分かって。
行ってきなさい。すぐ。
了解した。行ってきた。
どうだった？
ダメだった。
Hello everyone. So
Hello.
yes, it is me with a guest for the co-cast, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. How are you? Well, I'm Gaiba. You can call me Gaiba. But my Twitch name is gaibasys. And I'm here with this French guy, my IT fella, since I'm graduating my information system and he's just still a pleb student. I'm with him today. I hope we have nice games today. And I think is it. I hope we have fun. Even my country fella lost the KCGT, but I hope to have fun today.
Alright, so just before I forget, for those that are also arriving, I'm going to be writing the names of those that are going to be playing on the two teams. And then we can start whenever the two players are ready. Right.
Oh, I can see ASAP on table. Is this ASAP Turtle?
Yes, it's the turtle one.
Oh, okay. Well-known name.
Alright, so you got the whole roster here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're just going to be waiting for the players to be ready. I'm also going to be doing the predictions when the duel begins, and I think we're good to go.
Mm-hmm. One thing I loved on this program that Singleton made for us is the bruh.
Yeah, I had Hazy told me about this, and I was like, okay, you got me. That was a good thing, though.
Bruh. Yeah, bruh.
That's a good one. But yeah, in all honesty, Team was really changed a lot, and with this program, things are gonna go like way faster when it comes to scoring, and also easier for like many streamers. So yeah, good stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, and you can see we are becoming pro, man.
Exactly. And by the way, for the curious people, yes, indeed, the two names that you see on top right for the current match are going to be the starters. So ASAP on the side of Kizuki Reborn and Obel Blue D, which I don't think we've ever seen from Sensei. Hi, you are disturbed. Yes, it's me. Hello, King Zeno. Hope you're doing good.
Actually, you say Kingzinho.
Ah, King Zeno. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, every time I see the NNH, I forget to do the nye, like a bit in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna remember to say King Zeno.
E aí, Kingzinho, beleza, velho? I mean,
hello,
can I
my
do
turn,
some
and hello, Cecilang.
I mean, can I do some Portuguese here since we have some Brazilian players?
Sure.
Ah, ok. Ei, Kingzinho, Josis não quis jogar hoje não? Ou o Josis tá dormindo? I asked if Josis didn't want to play today or if he's sleeping. Joseph is his teammate.
I see.
Kingzinho said, if God wants, ASAP does 10-0.
Yeah. We'll see how things go. It's not... I think with the current formats we have, I think most of the time you get to see wars with like close result unless you do not have like many decks that counter your opponent's decks. No, we're just gonna hop in. Let's begin the predictions as well, guys. Good luck to both teams. Now the war
Good luck,
begins.
guys. And we finally start.
Duel!
And it seems we have TGs versus Shiras.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so of course predictions begin, and we actually get to see... That's gonna be interesting. Shirani gets the first turn, so they do have the advantage with the cards, but... Michelin deserves instantly to get at least the dinosaur. Fair enough. And hello, Pad. Now it does depend if Asap has like another monster to summon. Otherwise he's gonna have to keep the dinosaur. But no, he does have the screw serpent at least. But it still depends on what OD Blue is going to do. He's gonna go immediately on the Canadian to just prevent for any Star Guardian to be summoned.
Mm-hmm. And we know that TGs doesn't play any lances or what else.
Yes, exactly. Although, I think you can still see Mystical Space Typhoon on some of the builds. I think some players have played this card before.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still find that card at least if you want to get rid of the back row to at least set your field with Tech Genius, because what they do need is as much free space as possible. And it's actually going to be Ritual Beast on Thrones.
Oh shit!
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Well, Ritual Beast, so can I go to my bed?
It's going to be fine. Now, concerning the matchup, I do agree with Vista. I think Ritual Beast is going to have more advantage compared to Tech Genius, because Tech Genius is a sort of violent deck. They're going to go for a lot of synchros and try to go for destruction. And the difference with Ritual Beast is that you're going to be able to style a lot thanks to the Windows and the fact that you can switch back from the fusion state to the monsters again, allowing you to dodge a lot of
Morella?
Yes, Morella, which is going to be sending Survival's End.
Yep. Miboshi, what on? We have Vista in the chat.
Yes,
I just
indeed.
said some Chinese for him. Like, yeah, I learned from Ai-Chen.
Ah, that's
I learned
nice.
from her.
That's very nice.
Okay, he milled the survival end. And
I think there's going to be an end of turn from the looks of it.
oh, powerful rebirth. Nice.
So the problem is, does he want to force the fusion? I think he's going to go for the back row instead, which is the part that he's going to be worried mainly. Alright, so good stuff. Is going to be able to get the Marilla, also get the Screw Serpent, and there's one thing that is very important, and it's going to be the fact that he has enough level to make a Black Rose. So Asap is going to be able to put a lot of pressure with this field. And yeah, he doesn't really need to take a rush with the survival end. Unless he wants to go for another synchro, but I still believe he's going to go for the Black Rose. At least that's what I believe. And thank you for the follow, Reka. Hope you enjoy the war going on. And hello, Sung.
Oh, he went for Square Saga. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna take more time, I guess. I don't think it's a bad decision because you can still also save the Black Rose for later.
Oh, stop right there.
And the Survival's End may react so he can actually destroy the Fiendish. To ideally be able to use the effect of Square Saga. Also, why didn't he kill the Serpent? That's different. So you had, for example, the ulti Apelio that attacked. The monsters were destroyed, but then you have the powerful Rebirth that takes back the Screw Serpent, which then becomes level 5 thanks to the effect of powerful Rebirth, giving one more level.
Oh, Canada.
That actually is going to become useless, I think. Chain 6, by the way.
The other Canada don't resolve.
The thing is that I think Asap is going to be able to destroy a monster on the field, but no, no. He cannot because he doesn't have Synchro and even Fire as well.
Well,
going to
he has Star Guardian now. He can go Black Rose. If he wants, of course.
I'm unsure if he's going to go for Black Rose actually. Oh, you're starting and watching at the same time. It's all good, Scorpion.
Yep. Well, he's going now into the Star Guardian. And what else?
Yeah. So I think with the Star Guardian, he ideally wants to get back a Screw Serpent. I think that's the one that makes most sense if he wants to be able to make more Synchros. Otherwise he gets the level 1, which means because he has normal summoned, he can normal summon the level 1, go for a Synchro 6 if it's what he's looking for.
Or maybe he can go into Brio.
Oh, actually, if he has Brionac, that's going to be very impactful. That could be close to game. It's not guaranteed, but that will be very strong anyways. So, let's see. It is going to be Coral Dragon instead.
No Brio.
Right, forcing with the Coral Dragon, destroying one of the windows. Where's the Sam D when you need it, am I right? Actually, true. Sam Destroy was played so much in the previous meta, like 2019 and 2020, and you actually see it way less.
Apelio and okay.
That was an interesting choice. Going for Apelio, not even making like a fusion.
Endless Trap Hell, recycle the Canada.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about like a meta that instead of like being floaty or just control. Well, I think there's still control with the meta we have, but it's like mainly destructive. Like previous metas were like having cards that allows you to banish a lob. I mean, of course you have Ritual Beast and Thunder Dragon, which banishes their own cards, but what I mean is banishing opponents' cards.
Or just like Kamel says, can Hawk, take a back, search a card.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so normal setup for the ulti can Hawk, which is also going to be searching for the Elder. But of course the main point is to send back one of the cards to the extra deck. Is going to send back the Coral Dragon. And that's going to be a free attack for him, and he's going to be able to destroy the monster. Oof. If he doesn't have a third Raiden, that's quite a bad village actually. 2 Raiden already being in the graveyard after the charge. Though he still has the Screw Serpent, which is fine because he can get back to level 1. The problem is how he going to deal with the trap and the ulti ability, which is the main issue.
And we know that trap is the Canadian.
Yeah. Because he has used... I think he used it, Did I miss it? Yes, indeed he used it. So yeah, all he can do is being in defense. Alright, so Classic is gonna also have it, the pedal fin on the field. Ooh.
And Lara.
Alright, now that's very interesting. He could force attacking with 3 monsters, but I think he's gonna go with just the 2 fusions at least. And yeah, of course he can also switch Ulti can help with something else. And that's actually going to be the good play, because now, because he's using the effect of Ulti can help, you get back the Battlefin, you get to search a card from the Ritual Beast archetype, and you can bounce one of the cards. So I think it's going to be bouncing the Dinosaur and destroy the 2 other cards, which eventually is going to put ASAP in a very bad situation. But he went searching Ambush on the side of OD Blue, so it's not going to be the same. And I just realized OB Blue, not OD Blue, sorry. Goes yet again for the effect of Ultic and Hawk. But now he already used the Pedalfin, so he cannot special summon it again. So he will have 2 other monsters.
Okay, Uti Kanahawk and Uti Apilio. Nice. Yeah, pretty tough spot for ASAP here.
Yeah, definitively. I think that's going to be lethal because you have the Pedalfin that forces the back row first of all. And then OB Blue can special summon Pedalfin for the second time. Well, special summon the first time in the turn 9, but use for the second time its effect, is what I tried to mean.
Kanahawk. Take him back to Shikari.
Yeah.
Again. Oh, over and over and over.
It's very much that though. It's like the main cycle that Ritual Beast has to be able to draw cards and at least so you can get like some more defenses. What's interesting though is like the kind of progress we had with Ritual Beast, because the main versions we had in the past, they were like the OTK versions based with like the spells, and now we're going to go like very slow thanks to the traps, and it became a pretty solid deck, but it's still a strong one and it does the job as we see in this duel. Alright, going for another ulti Hawk for the second time. But yeah, at any point when he does the second ulti Apelli, that's GG. Even though Ulti Hawk is actually going to be not for lethal.
Lethal.
Yep. And that's gonna be the first point going for Sensei on this first duel. So I don't think there's going to be a repeat on the side of KR. I think they're going to go for the second deck, but it does depend what the second deck is on the side of ASAP. And hello, Saifuddin. Hope you're doing good. So let me check just in case if there's any repeat or not. It is actually going to be interesting though, because like not many are sending Ritual Beast actually.
I'm checking the Discord to see if we have any repeats or not.
And I don't think it is going to be a repeat from the looks of it. Alright. For Ritual Beast, the ideal is generally to have Harpy as a counter. It's pretty stupid, but I mean, you get to bounce a lot of cards, you get to destroy spell traps. That's normally the best counter to Ritual Beast, if you have a plan to counter it. But on a pair like that... Ooh. Wait, is it really Harpy? It could be Harpy, yeah, that's gonna take me by surprise. I was thinking, like, you know, with Tech Genus, what decks you usually combine with. But I didn't think Harpy is going to be his next deck. And 30 cards Harpy, oh my god. He could still get a good opening, though it's going to be not that simple, because you have to think that if he doesn't have, like, any way out against the back row, then he's gonna have to play slow. And the 30 card version of Harpy really... It's sort of more style edge, but it's dependent on back row. So, for example, Karmic Card, right?
Well, at least it's not a coach, but if he goes Roach, he wins this game.
Exactly. Rogue is going to be the best way for ASAP to actually counter the opponent, although you can also go for Cyber slash Harpy technically. I think the two ways work. The Rogues is mainly here to block any fusion to be done.
Yeah.
So Rogue is generally what you want to send indeed.
Yeah, Roach is more like first turn move. Ooh,
Alright, so he gets to destroy the 2 backer, which is going to end up being very good. And from the looks of it, I do have the impression he's going to go for Cyber slash Harpy if he does have already a spell to then be able to special summon another one. And yeah, that's
Hysteric Sign.
Yeah. Hysteric Sign can either get Elegant Entities from the deck or from the grave. But there's just one main point with it. It's going to make the Cyber slash Harpy, gets to special summon a monster again. And that's going to be GG. Unless I see any Sphere Creeble, but on a build like that, with RBETH, I don't really expect it.
Yeah. Unlikely he has a Kuribo now.
Yeah. Sphere Karibos, you usually find it on Ritual Beasts that uses as a skill either the Tided Bins or Destiny Draw as well. So like the more OTK version, less base off traps. And he pretty much has the setup. He could even go for Rogue as well, and I think that will be GG.
And ASAP takes.
And also thank you very much for the follow, whoever followed me. I still don't know how to read Korean. That's bad.
That's why I open my stream on my phone and open the notifications on phone. Then I
Yeah.
can read.
I mean, I usually do that, but I mean, can you read Korean? Is my question. But thank
Now
you for the apology on that.
I read what are in the parentheses, not the.
Yeah, the parentheses actually is in the chat, and if you like try to have like the notification alert in the overlay, you just don't see it. You like see the normal writing, and I have to be like checking the chat, hopefully, or like hoping that the person speaks, and sometimes they don't. So now we're just going to be waiting for the third duel about to begin. ASAP is with his second deck with Harpy, and Oba Blue has to go with the second deck. So the question is, do they have the counter to the counter? Because usually that's how you want to handle a war when you do the pairs of decks. So we could potentially see Onomat along with Ritual Beast. Or at least that's what I expect. Otherwise, maybe Thunder Dragon, I guess?
This is a very good option.
Alright, so Yami Yugi. And how many cards? 20 cards. That looks like Gaia, actually. Alright, so ASAP actually gets the first turn. It can actually be still nice if, for example, Obi Blue doesn't really have a nod to all the back row. So then ASAP can actually interact. Otherwise, depending on the hand he has, well, we'll see. He's sending 2 cards so far. Sending a third one or not? It is going to be 2 set cards.
Oh, it's Luna Lights.
Yes, indeed. That's definitely Luna Lights if we see Tenki.
Yep. Raigeki Break, Chain Blocking.
Yep. Good timing. Although that's gonna be difficult for ASAP depending of what Obi Blue gets. So like, if Obi Blue has any accessibility to make the Saber Dancer, there's not that many ways out for ASAP to actually win. There's actually one though, which is the Spark Dragon. If you go for the Xyz number 64, you can actually destroy all the monsters on the field, which will destroy the Saber Dancer. So only a Crimson Fox on this field on the side of Obi Blue to at least put pressure in terms of damage. And of course, by the effect of Harpies, he was able to search for another Harpy. Gonna be the Channeler. Channeler pretty much being a combo starter. Alright, he's gonna go for the Perfumer, of course. And it all depends on the card he has in hand, but I think he's gonna go for Egotist. Otherwise, he's going to go for Featherest. He's gonna go for the Elegant Egotist. So I do believe he's gonna go for the Cyber Slash Harpy. From the looks of it, and try to put pressure in terms of damage.
Going for Slash. Interesting.
Oh, he had another one.
Another Egotist bouncing the Fox.
This actually could be tied because it depends on the cards that Obi Blue has in hand. Any hand trap is going to be bad for ASAP actually. So another Elegant Egotist is going to be coming, okay.
Another number 1.
And setting a card. Alright, so he's gonna force with the first attack. And no ASAP can force one of the backers, it is going to be the fear, and no one stops the attack. Alright, it's Lunar Fusion top deck. So
Doing
no,
the bounce?
ASAP is forced to go for the bounce. He wants to bounce the Synchro to force all the cards on the blue side to be used ideally. I don't think that's better.
And he did.
Yeah. If you keep the Synchro on the field, Lunar Fusion allows you to use some materials from the hand, but also from the deck. And
Clean hand now.
Cards. Sheesh. So it really depends the card that ASAP has. If it is actually, if it is the, how is it called, Swallow's Nest, he maybe has a way out.
Much likely.
But it's gonna be very difficult because like he doesn't really have like
Book of Moon flipping down.
Still okay. Still okay. He's gonna be able to save some time. The problem is going to be how can he deal against the Saber Dancer? Because what you need is having the Spark Dragon, but you're not guaranteed that he actually has Spark Dragon in the extra deck. And he's gonna have the Harpist only. If he had the Perfumer, I think there was a way out. Ideally. Because like any XYZ he makes, nothing can target the Saber Dancer, so either you go just to get more defense or you don't do any XYZs and try to attack. That's like one of the two choices.
Oh, Daigusto is going to the recycle.
And of course he must not pick again the Harpist.
He picked the Perfumer Channel in number 1. And Harpist gets the search.
Yes, indeed. And thank you for the follow, ODS. Hope you enjoyed the war that is going on so far. So ASAP actually still has the Perfumer, which is going to be helpful later on. Although I think it depends how many Agotis is there in his graveyard. There's 2, so if he doesn't play a third one, he'll have to search for a rest, in my opinion. So it depends how many Elegant Agotis he's playing, and I think he's going to need some. Having 2 in the graveyard is actually bad for him.
Lunalight Fusion again, and he lost.
Yep, that's going to be mainly GG because he sends the Crimson Fox, which will reduce to 0 attack with Daigusto. Lunalight being the counter of Harpy, that's sort of a result you expect. Honestly, quite a big surprise of a par RB with Lunalight. That's not often I get to see it, so a big surprise, I will say. That's a big read they've done on the side of Sensei. So now ASAP is going to be out, and All Blue remains in the table. So now we have to wait for the next player on the side of Kizuki Reborn. And I also will drink water because it's important to drink something.
How's the predictions? I even forgot to gamble here. How's
Let me
the
check.
percentage?
Actually, I need to remember how to check the predictions, right? I can check. So a lot of bets on the side of Sensei, 31,000, and on the side of Kizuki Reborn, 8,900, so almost 9k.
Too much trust in the senseis.
Yeah. But I mean, also, it is a team that left a good impression on like the past season, so I do think it's also understandable. But still, on the side of Kizuki Reborn, you can see like some experienced players in the Team 1 format, so you never know. To me, it could be a close war, depending on the parts that each of the teams has done. So we'll see how this goes. But to me, it is going to be a close war, definitively, or so I expect.
At least 2 hours and kind of 45 minutes.
Yeah, definitively. The typical time, 2 hours to watch a war, up to 3 hours, if things gets long.
At least on this season, we don't have any Christrons, Invokeds with Cositors. What
Yeah.
else? Dark Lords. At least this season, we don't have this. Thanks, Lord.
I still miss Crystron though, to be honest, because I love the deck and like how it is played out. Like, for real, like, Crystron is genuinely one of these decks that truly makes you use the brain. And TG is like, it takes back the concept of, okay, so you're trying to play a synchro deck, you want to play it? You can play me. And it's still sort of brain-ish by how you want to summon the synchros and like which ones you want to summon. So there's pretty much a strategy behind it.
Oh, and we already have Luxon on table.
Yes, indeed. Alright. Let's see what's the deck on the side of Luxon. So another Yami-Yugi. And I think it is easy to expect Thunder Dragon.
It can be anything.
I still think it is going to be Thunder Dragon because you want to be able to get rid of Lunalight, so I think that's the most logical one because Lavinier is able to destroy the Saber Dancer by just targeting him. Well, the effect of Lavinier says it doesn't target, you select cards, but that still allows you to destroy the Saber Dancer from the opponent. So the fact that no Obel... Oh, say.
Oh, it can be as well Fire Kings, Gaia, Lunas again, and I don't know. It can be anything.
I mean, Fire King is still a possibility because it counters Lunalight, but otherwise I think it is Thunder Dragon and it is going to be the case.
Yeah, it's Thunder. He's Thunder the Raiden.
Yep. So playing the last one version. He's not wanting to get the treasure, he just wants the chest instead.
And did you know that Luxon won Meta Weekly once playing Cyber Dragons with only 3 monsters?
I was there. I was like with my whole clan actually, and we were all congratulating Luxon for the win as well.
Yeah, only 3 monsters.
That was
only 3 fours.
It just shows how crazy Cyber Dragon is. Like, it's just okay. So you want to play the archetype? You just need Cyber Dragon core. The end. And that was a big sum up of the deck.
Yeah, Cyber Dragon core and fusion support. I have my skill, so whatever.
Alright, so I don't know what Luxon is going to be up to. He has a Raiden, he can still force an attack.
Okay, he went for Roar.
Alright.
To suck the Dark. Dark again. For another Dark. roar for dark, for hawk for roar.
I think he's gonna just attack with this kind of field. No, he goes for a special summon.
And Levy shuffling a card.
Forcing all the
Wait, no
cards.
shuffle? No shuffle?
Oh, okay. So no shuffle. That's because of the materials. Because you can see. Well, if you talk
Black.
about Hulk,
Hold
maybe
on.
that's Hulk you talked about, right? Or because like with Levinier, if you want to be able to send back one of the cards from the opponent,
Game. That's
you will need like
game,
only
Gabe.
dark attributes. So yeah, I think that's a good GG here. Being able to summon 3 monsters, at least to prevent one hand trap, and that made it work. So that's gonna be 2-2 so far. And Abella's gonna have to be out. Alright, so now let's see who's next on the side of Sensei.
Are you playing the Fantasy League?
I do not actually.
Okay, just checking. Me neither.
So the reason why I don't play many leagues is like it's so hard. There's so many people that don't realize how many tournaments and leagues you have, and I think sometimes you have to make your selection. So with the fact that I'm also like owning a clan, I think that I have my duty to remain as an owner, coach, and all that. Do the analysis as well. I'm doing a lot of things for the clan, and I think it's enough job for me. So like
And
in terms
also-
of league, we just do a few.
Also the college stuff as well.
Yeah. So like for example with my clan we're doing League of Friends and Latam was. And we do have like some players that now became more familiar with Team Wars, so like some of my members actually are playing in Team Wars this season. Belush again and 2 new, Joe and Marty. Alright, so now this is not going to be the same thing as before. Well, Kizuki Reborn had to counter Luna Light, but now this time the opposing team, so Sensei, has to counter a Thunder Dragon. You have some alternatives. In general, you will find Gaia and Fire Kings. These can be
Yes.
counters to the deck. So,
Yes, send us some ornaments.
sending Onomats, oh my god. Honestly, sending Onomats against Thunder Dragon. That's like doing in the finals of KCGT today. At least that's what I feel.
Yeah.
That's because like Thunder Dragons, if it gets a hand, it can be a good hand. And you're pretty much in a
Or
bad
you
spot.
can, yeah, and you can have also bricks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Thunder Dragon can still break as well. That's for sure. Alright, it is going to be my turn on the table.
It's your turn now.
Doro!
Boku-no-tan. Doro.
Watashi no turn. Man, so many formulas to just say that you're drawing a card. That's Yu-Gi-Oh for you. Alright, let's just see what deck they sent on the side of Sensei.
Have
May
you already
Valentine,
watched?
so that's gonna be Harpy. No, it's
Oh,
not. No.
nice.
Triamid. Almost made the big mistake. Triamid. You didn't hear what I said, guys.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was
He only
mistaken.
misspelled. So have you already watched the Arc 5?
Oh, R5, I watched it years ago in terms of anime, actually.
Oh, nice.
Alright, he's gonna go for the cruiser. And that's
I
interesting. Yeah?
Yeah, I only mentioned the Arc 5 because there's a ninja there that who says Senshu no Tarn. Alguma coisa, something like that.
I think I see
And
what
this
you mean.
in the caption says, "My turn."
Such a
Don't know
caption.
how to. Yeah, something like a Senshu no Tarn.
Alright, so actually, my turn is in a very good spot. He does have the field he wants. He's gonna...
Yeah.
Oh, that can actually be almost the end. I'm gonna be very honest, that's gonna be the end, because then you put Cruiser, then he puts King Golem, just needs to search any monster, that's GG well played.
Yep. Now he goes for the dancer, recycle.
He could go for a
Return.
Dancer, but he doesn't really need it, he just needs a Master actually. It's just like he wants to get the attack power, and then he good.
See guys, Tramid is a good deck. It topped KCGT.
Yeah.
What? Fear?
Yeah. Because he knows it's actually useless against the King Golem, sadly. He had to try, but yeah. If you don't have like a good opening hand for Thunder Dragons, generally you just cannot do much, so that's like the last move you have in hand. So Trimid pretty much getting a pretty fast point, but depends on the next deck on the side of Luxon. Because it could be still a counter against Trimid, you never know. And that all comes down to how good the team actually read the next deck. Yeah, he breaks hard, exactly Jason Knight. No, Trimid is superior to Thunder Dragon 100%, that's for sure. I think there's no debate, Vista, there's no debate. The thing is,
I think you.
Oh, say.
No, I would say I think you realize the reason why. Why superior?
The thing is, a lot of people slept off Trimid against Thunder Dragons in terms of matchup. Like, I think you could see immediately that just by the fact that Trimid is a deck that just does a lot of like, not shuffling, but like installation with like having monsters, the field spell change. They're in a way better spot than what Thunder Dragon does, because Thunder Dragons relies on getting a good hand. If you have that, indeed, it can actually be insanely imposing against a Triomid. But if a Triomid is like having two monsters on the field, you generally have Triomid winning. If it only has one, it's completely different.
Yeah, the chances are kind of whoa. I don't need even to do the math here.
There was actually a bug with the program, I was just fixing the score for my turn, but we're gonna care for the fact that Luxon is getting the first turn. So the question is, does he have the core? Or at least some cards that will perturb... yes, he has a core.
Of course he has. Oh. Core Epic.
As usual, Luxon, one of the gods of Cyber Dragon, has been blessed by the words of the gods.
When I see core, I immediately ask, Drizzles, is that you?
I don't think people... I don't know, there's like many gods of Cyber Dragon, I guess. Drizzles is a reference, Luxon is a reference, Act is a reference, in my opinion. There are actually a lot of references. I think even Pad is a reference from what I remember. Instant Book of Moon on the Hunter, that's going to be very nice. If my turn had a King Golem, he could have like debated some stuff. So for example, go for a King Golem, then put the other field spell. If you have a second monster, he can special summon. But he is going to have in fact the King Golem. But does he have something else? No. So it's not going to change much. He didn't have a monster.
Man, he has pulse.
He's going to have the
Fusion
Fusion
Gate.
Gate. which is gonna be tough because there's surely going to be pulse. Surely going to be a pulse. Otherwise, TTH is gonna act first, and he is gonna try to use the fusion gate immediately.
Mistiming.
And that's gonna be a nice pulse here.
Yeah, mistiming the fusion gate.
Yep. Although I think there's also, in my opinion, there's a good bait done by Luxon, because you can see he wanted to force the fusion gate to reveal one of the cards. If he has anything to get rid of the other card, then he is actually in a very good spot. Like, for example, Cosmic Cyclone would be pretty nice. But if he doesn't have it, either play defensive or just try to, I guess, be more violent and try to destroy the spell traps, at least with a Chromatic Rampage Dragon. So what is Luxon going to do? Because we know that he searched for the Overflow, I believe. No, he searched for the 780 Fusion support at turn 1. He does have the second core. Sheesh. Mama. That actually is going to be very good. Bird is going to get breakthrough skill.
Ooh,
That's
no
going to be a
card for
spicy
you,
card.
sir. No card for you, sir.
Yep.
I mean, no fusion. Core, we have no fusions.
And no card actually being used at all. So no defense on the side of Luxon. He's still going to take maybe damage ideally. And he also gets the Hunter with the Master. So now they're going to try to attack to put some pressure and damage.
Well, you just gave the skill, man.
Yeah.
No,
I think
no,
things
actually
wouldn't
not.
have changed anyways. He knew that the skill would be given. Because you know there's like the Cybernetic Fusion support. But the thing is that Luxon still needs a fusion. And there's also another problem. There's going to be the fact that my turn could have like a lot of timing, because he can set up 2 field spell on the grave and have a pulse that just gets to be active. Otherwise, Luxon is gonna have to go for the special summon of a Cyber Dragon from the deck, pretty much.
He's thinking too much. Yeah. Something like most likely, how to say, the teammates are Herald of the Abyss.
Okay, so he still forces one of the cards to use the effect, so it's not gonna be bad.
Yeah, he has. I
It's
mean,
gonna
he's forcing the swaps.
Yeah. That's also Prismatic Herald of the Abyss. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It's just 2 black, so you don't see much except behind the head. It's pretty funny, right? And he gets the Cyber Dragon from the hand, gets to special summon it, but he's not gonna have enough, sadly. Ah, that hurts. That hurts so bad, I don't think he can do anything.
And yep, not really. Cyber style?
Yeah, that's just dead. Because at some point there's going to be the King Golem that just comes in and that's GG. You know what's the set card. So I think the main issue is that if he went searching for the fusion instead of like the cybernetic fusion support, I think things will have changed a lot. He had the fusion gate. But if fusion gate gets destroyed, you usually want to get another fusion. And there's a point in the game where you get like no life points, so I think he could have taken the advantage from that. And he also had like Herald of the Abyss at some point, so.
Well, his special summon.
Okay. But it's not gonna change much. We know the cards on the side of Luxon, especially the back row, so. And that's GG, GG. And that's gonna be
Goodbye,
4-2.
Yeah. Finally take the lead.
The Sensei taking back the lead again with 2 points of difference. And that's gonna be time for Kizuki Reborn to counter that tri-mid. Though I think it should be easy. There's only one big deck to send. And I think I know what they send. So Yobra Mike is actually going to be on the table next.
Wow, TG's. Time
Will be
for
actually
Tech
possible,
Genius.
but... Actually, you know what? I don't know the matchup between Tech Genius and Trimid. So, if he's going with this, that's going to be interesting. Otherwise, he's going to go for Harpy, which will make way more sense, so you can save Tech Genius for later on.
Yeah, I only mentioned because he plays Tech Genius. Arting with Onomats.
Sending Onomats against Trimid can actually be very good. So, like, getting the first turn for Yobra Maiko is going to help him a lot against Trimid.
Yeah. Well, he's going to Bouncer and pass.
Yeah, pretty much. And if he has the back row, he can actually be pretty imposing. And if he doesn't have Bonzer, it's still fine. The back row does the job. Alright, so my turn getting the field spell. Gonna get that King Golem here on the field. And that's gonna get instantly Canadian. 2 back rows again on the side of my turn. With the HSG version, he actually is getting good hands, to be honest.
Why is it taking so long for me? Okay.
That's okay, take your time. Alright, so Gaga Bolt is going to be forcing one of the back rows, and it's going to be a breakthrough skill. But that actually is going to be annoying.
Yeah, and he has a prismatic bolt. Nice. Canadian back. Okay, draw 2.
Which is still going to be pretty nice for him, but seems that he's going to go very defensive. But the good stuff, he gets to destroy a master, and that's some good stuff. Oh my Jesus. He had the Sphinx in the hand already, so my turn is going to be pretty comfy with the Sphinx. Although he still needs a monster to ideally swap to him now the field spell, so that's not the most comfy position as well.
Breaker skill again. Into sister. Why?
Yeah, good question. I think I know why. There's just one
Okay.
explanation. That's because of the back row. Although because he's doing it early, he reveals that he has a treacherous trap hole. So like even if it is a waste, he just says, "Here I have the treacherous trap hole. Pay attention." Though if Yobramike has like any card that can destroy the card, he's gonna know as well like in which spot it is.
Well, he went coat
Yeah.
and pulse.
I
Do you have a
suppose
lance
it's
for
gonna be-
dodging?
Yeah, if he has Lance,
Good.
that's gonna be nice, or even an MST against the boss is gonna be strong.
Nope.
And that's gonna be an end phase only. So this is gonna be the turn again for my turn, who now gets a hunter.
Grenade flipping down.
Now that's gonna be pretty nice actually. Still, the main problem is going to be how he has to deal with the TTH because he doesn't have like any anti-back throw. And he's gonna yet again set another card. So the hunter is gonna be flipped back. And Yubber Mike does still need a trap to be able to stop them.
You have 2 fiendish chains.
Battle phase being declared, and he only has a Forbidden
Oh,
Lance.
yes.
It is gonna be
You should-
actually good. He also does a very good Forbidden Lance. He's doing it on the Sphinx, which is gonna be
Yeah, he's
enough
so
for Yubber Maiko to actually be barely alive. But
Well, he can
still,
go into. Well, he can go into head now.
yeah, it's gonna be very tough. He needs the head ideally. Gets a Dodo to draw. Okay. So does he have
still have
skill?
skill?
I'll
Good
actually
question.
check this on, because I think he has the second one he didn't use, I believe. No, he actually used all of them. Sorry, the 2 of them
And
has
he
been
top
used.
decked the. And he top decked the head.
So that's gonna be nice, despite the fact that the TTS is gonna come by. But that's still gonna be a good thing. If he has a Forbidden Lance, he is going to be in a fantastic spot. He needs a Forbidden Lance.
Well, maybe he has lance in hand for dodging the treach.
Yeah, potentially, because right now he's immediately going for the Xyz, which makes me think that indeed he has it. But my turn is taking the time, he's not going to be pressured, he knows that he can control with the TTH. So Malevolent Sin is going to act. Who do you want to banish? He's going to go for the Sphinx. To be able to attack on the Hunter, he knows he has more attack. And he declares the attack, but then you allow the creature's trample to just go on, and that's going to be GG.
Yep. No lance. You can scoop.
Yeah. I don't really think that he had any way out, unless he maybe had, I don't know, maybe Book of Moon. Book of Moon would have been sort of okay, but then he needs to use Lance, and that would have been tough anyways. The field on the side of Tramid was actually very good.
It's a
Yeah.
5-2. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. The question would be if they want to go for repeat because they sent Onamat. Then makes me think if they don't have a second Harpy, and if that's the case, that's gonna be sort of difficult actually for Kizuki Reborn. Sensei so for taking the lead. And because it is the first loss on the side of Mike, they could go for repeat. So let me just see. Do we have a repeat?
Let me double check. Not yet.
Alright, they're going for repeat.
Yes. Yes. If they even posted a picture of a repeat on Discord.
That's interesting to go for repeats. I don't think it's a bad choice technically.
Well, that means we don't
But
have
yeah,
any tech
ideally Harpy is
genius.
way better. But Onomat can still like be disrupting a lot the Triamid. Because honestly, the start on the side of Onomat was weak on the first duel. So that was sort of self-explanatory. And that's also going to be again the first turn for Yobra Mike. Alright, so using Onomat to play, you're going to be switching Utopic for another card, which is going to be the Coat. And of course, with the Coat, you're going to bring back the Utopic. Classic moves. He's going to go for Ptolemy M7.
Mm-hmm.
That is
He's
not
going
something
to-
I thought to see.
Well, detaches for returning, and that's it.
The thing is that I try to understand why he went for that instead of Bonzer. Bonzer is insanely good against the Trimid because
Yes,
you
I know.
basically try to use an effect and Bonzer is just creating so much pressure and you're sure that the opponent does not have like any Book of Moon, so I do not understand why he took back the sister. It's not gonna be bad, he still can make a Bonzer the next turn, but we'll see if this is going to pay off. So Fortress is gonna be put, which makes me think this is not a good thing for
Well,
return. And if he tries to
well,
use the
he
effect
does-
of Master, he's gonna have to use the field spell.
Yeah, he has only Master, he doesn't have Hunter.
And he decides to not use the effect of Master yet.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 Bakra again. These are such good openings for an HG Trimate, to be very honest. Even if you have, like, for example, one monster and just like a field spell such as Fortress, 2 Bakras is still something that is going to put a lot of pressure in general. And with a meta that is not really relied on MST, and instead relied on lands, that becomes more impactful. Alright, so no, he has a code, and the code is going to be able to bring back one of the monsters in the grave. But I do think he only has Sister in the grave. So, no, he can still go for code, get back the Sister, if he wants. The bolt is going to force one of the cards, and I think that's the moment of truth. The pulse is going to be revealed, and that means he has the Sphinx in hand. Or not. Alright, fair enough, I guess. I did think indeed that there's like a potential, how should I say, Sphinx, because whenever you destroy the pulse, you know, you activate the pulse, and if it is destroyed, you can actually special summon back the Sphinx from your hand. But it doesn't seem he has it. We'll go for the rank 4, gonna try to go for Excalibur. And yeah, not gonna change stuff.
And-
That's gonna be GG.
Oops, it up.
So the Trimid is finally out, although Trimid really gave them quite some points. But yeah, Trimid is a very solid deck. Easy to create, easy to make. A lot of free-to-plays are forgetting this deck, and that's also due to some people not recommending Trimid. That's a big mistake. Trimid is literally one of the best decks in the existence of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, well, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Entirely, but Duel Links. And that's because you can see it perform insanely well in KC Cups. Generally well, I guess, in tournaments as well. But yeah,
And
you can
yeah.
see that in the leagues it does a good job. Oh, go on, Gaiba.
What?
I don't know. I thought you were about to speak, so I was like, go on. I thought I was like cutting you.
No, okay, no. No, I only said Onomat's mirror.
Yeah. It's time to enjoy the Onomat mirrors again.
And now he goes for the bouncer. You will see.
Every time I pronounce Bowser, by the way, it sounds so much like Bowser. For some reason.
Bowser from Super Mario.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Let's be honest, guys. Come on. Come on. You see Photon Strike Bowser. The guy's in red. Like, I don't know. It's a sort of mecha looking like a turtle. I don't know. To me, that's a Bowser. To be very honest.
Not Bowser. It's not Bowser. It's Bowser. Like a nosy sound.
No.
Bowser.
Something like this, you know? You have to pronounce Bowser,
Not Bowser.
I mean, I'm saying it with an American accent. That's the thing. I mean, they truly say Bowser and it's not Bowser. Like, I don't know. If you say Bowser, you will say Mouser instead, which is a transformation of Bowser.
No,
and then I'm gonna go
no.
with the Mario references, I swear to God. But yeah, no.
No, you hold your nose and say Bowser.
Bowser, something like this. Try to learn this term, yeah.
In Portuguese, Bowser is translated as Rufião.
Ah, okay.
Is in Portuguese.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now that's a funny fact. I didn't know that this was also working. Okay. I guess I learned something today.
Yep.
Alright, so if there's no MST or no Lance or no Book of... Ooh, that's actually a bad turn for turn. He still gets the Gagaga Ball to K, but he didn't like
Yep.
search any card with the sister. No, wait. Alright, correct myself very quickly because I know people will be killing me. He didn't use the effect in Propose. He doesn't want to receive burn damage because of the bouncer.
Yeah, that's why.
Catching myself with the mistakes every time because I do want people to remember the good plays. And I'm a bad caster. Just always remember that I can make
Yeah,
mistakes.
you're not, and you're not that. You're not a bad caster. Come on, man.
I'm just joking, you know. So
Yeah,
M7 is gonna happen, bounce the glove, and that actually gets bounced. And 2 cards set, so that changed completely. Does your bro Mike has at least 1 back row? Come on. No.
MST.
Just gonna be an MST. That's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, you know MST negates. Now it's a 6-3.
Yeah. There's still a potential or like a possibility for comeback on the side of Kizuki Reborn, but they do have it difficult. Alright, so just waiting for the next player on the side of Kizuki Reborn.
We still
There it
have Kingzinho and Sachi.
Yeah.
Who's coming next? Well, maybe the final on the voice channel. So, okay, we need to discuss this. We have an Onomat. What is a good counter? And which one of you guys has the best counter for it? Something
Yes.
like this. That
It's
the
difficult,
people
like,
use.
to me in general, if you put Thunder Dragon, that's pretty much one of the best decks against Onomat, unless it breaks. But if you play 3/4/3 subs in the deck, it actually annoys a lot Onomat decks. Another one is going to be Lunalight, as we've seen before. It's pretty simple. If you don't have like any odds to cards from Lunalight, then Onomat just loses because people, when they play the Onomat decks, they do have the same typical extra deck. So they're not going to have, for example, Sword Breaker. They're not going to have Spark Dragon, which are
exactly.
2 extra cards that does the counter against Lunalight. Another deck that can make the possible is Fire Kings.
Yeah. Yeah, we can expect this. And just a curious fact, a few days ago, I don't remember exactly the amount, but Kingizinho from the Kizuki's Reborn uh, was playing uh, a Brazilian Winter League, and he got 6-0 for his team.
Sheesh.
And it was a trios. It was trios, you know?
Yeah.
So he got 6-0 for the whole team and won the whole game.
Well, that's actually pretty buggy.
Yeah, very bogus. And I only know this because I streamed and I testified this.
I see. Yeah, if they do have a Lunalite, then I think the selection will have been fast actually this time. But from the time they're taking to choose a player, I don't think they have a Lunalite. Alright, next player is going to be King Zinho. And let me just launch the spectate.
Yeah, and you pronounce it right. Oh, Shira traps, no, Kingizinho, no.
Honestly, that's a good pick here. That's a good pick against Onomat, by the way. I forgot Shirani can be very good just because you have like a lot of traps. They usually are annoying against Onomat. So like he has a way to work out anyways. He gets the skull, that's gonna be a good beginning, and if he has 3 traps, then pretty much a good beginning. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go for a quick break, and I'll let you keep on the casting for this match right now. And oh my god, the MST. Sheesh.
Okay, go for it.
Alright,
And
be right back, guys.
Yep, and MST negates. E aí, galera, beleza? E aí, Cleitinho? Conseguiu dormir? Alguma coisa? GG's well played. Well, maybe, only maybe, he has one sphere. Cleitinho, dormir. O que é isso? Eu também não sei. Eu tô perguntando porque o pessoal pergunta, né? Ah... Nem dormir quando morrer, que isso? No, I don't understand Korean, dude. Please. Okay, on the matter play. Okay, revealing the head. Bringing the utopic. The draw. Yep. Activates the draw. I like Koreanas. Okay. Sister coat. Recycling. Sister activates. Going for a coat. And M7.
And I'm back.
Okay, you didn't miss too much. And okay.
That's gonna be GG, Malevolent Sin, M7, which are going to be bouncing the cards twice, or...
Oh, he went
No,
Excalibur?
okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm going for the brain play instead. He could have gone for like the cheeky one, which is you bounce the Samurai Skull, then you bounce again with the Sin. That's another thing you can go for, but he's gonna go for the swag.
And little easy clap. Kingizinho doesn't take this one.
Yeah.
You need the counter, Kingizinho. Repeat? Maybe, maybe not.
I will guess they can go for repeat, in my opinion. That will be possible. But let's see.
And olha no top. Okay, Victor Curie.
Alright, they're going to go for repeat.
Yeah, last repeat.
Yeah, last repeat, which I will understand here as well. I think we'll have done the same. Because technically with the ETHJs, you know how the drill goes. And I'm just gonna hop in again.
Start.
Alright, so let's see who gets the first turn. Again, it's gonna be King Zinho. And I also just realized that he's playing 22 cards, and the fact that he just got one trap in a 22 card actually hurts in terms of ratio.
Mm-hmm. Now he has traps.
He does have 2. He's gonna have a bit more defense. The best will have been 3 though. MST again.
Uh-huh. So that ballista, no, floodgate. Draw. Utopic plates. Uh-huh. Return the bolt for having the sister. Fiendish Chain. He has something.
Yep. I think that's not a bad call that it is Fiendish Chain, but it could be a Ballista Squad or otherwise.
And just to you know, I am using the Duelist Pass, the free one, and I set the Mako's music for Odeon. I'm listening here Mako's music.
On my side, I don't know. I'm not going to use the Duelist Pass unless I'm like, what should I say, casting some grand finals or something, and putting
I'm using the free one.
Yeah.
The free pass.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the free pass you still have 3 days to claim, or it will expire.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's what I was mentioning. Like the free pass, at least you can use like when you come in grand finals or something as well, which could be funny. Also catching the bolt with the sister.
Uh-huh.
I think the KCGT songs are also good, Kratos. KCG teams are very good actually. But Kalin's team is very good.
Okay, Coat is going to bring the glove.
Yep. So either you use the effect of the coat, or you can also use the... No, he cannot actually. You will need the Utopic to be able to special summon the glove, so...
Uh-huh. Yep.
Only coat can actually catch the glove.
Why does a shear under your table? Well, Edu, ask Kingzinho. I told you.
But I think the chain is not gonna be half full. He allowed Sister to search. Didn't go for the Fiendish. And there's also a Gecko.
Come on, Kingzinho. Come on, Kingzinho.
That Fiendish is gonna hurt him.
No,
If he did it on the sister, that will have been fine, because indeed you're not guaranteed to have like a lot of special summons, but at least he will have done some tempo. But I guess what he wanted to block is like rank 4. Although I still think the sister will be best because it block like the fact that he adds a Gagaga bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will be better just to do it on sister at least.
But the point is, does he have the Gagaga wind on hand or not?
And my turn is actually taking time, saving the Gagaga bolt as well. Yeah. He could have added it back actually, but
Solitaire is going to
Solitaire.
tribute itself.
I think that's gonna
No.
get interrupted indeed, yes. Immediate interruption, you don't want Solitaire to be in the grave, so you're going to use Canadian.
Okay. Spectral Sword activates, banishes, bringing who?
That's a tough question, because if he summons the Samurai Saga, he's not going to have another one, so he goes for the Arcfin just to be able to summon later on the Samurai Saga on, well, later in the duel.
Mm-hmm.
And the code is going to be normal summoned, okay. Code going to bring back the glove, allowing him to go for rank 4, and he pretty much has the Fury Field, he just needs to... Yeah,
And Bolt.
that's going to be GG.
GG's.
I forgot that the bolt has been added with the sister, makes the Malevolent Sin or just uses M7, bounces back to rank 6 and level 6, and that's gonna be GG.
Yep. Not even a Kuribo saves him.
Yep.
Okay, got the Spooder set and 1, 2 attacks and GG's.
GG's. That's gonna be 83 that we have so far. The repeat not working. So that's gonna be no very difficult for Kizuki Reborn to even try a comeback at that position.
Now, the final boss.
Yes.
My endless turn, come on. You only say my endless turn when you face ritual beasts. Or
Sort
thunder
of.
dragons.
I would say any deck that has like a long cycle. So you're right with
Oh.
what you say.
Or even meta piss, not meta fizz, meta piss.
Incredible.
My endless
And
turn. Yeah,
Thank
he
you very much
plays
for
on
the
his
follow, by the
turn.
way, Muerte. Hope you enjoy the Wildlands
Yeah.
Guardians so far. I think it's about to end, but we never know. There could be an insane comeback on the side of Kizuki Reborn, though it's not going to be easy. With a meta that is like based with a lot of decks, getting a comeback is very hard in this position, unless you get the God RNG. So we'll see what they can do. They have to face an Onomat. So it all depends on the last 2 decks of Sachi.
Redotan MVP. Come on, Kratos. And just so you know, Kratos is Brazilian as well.
Yeah, I actually remember Kratos. I know this player. Because, you know, since I've been doing tournaments in the past or hosting them, I got to know a lot of like players. And then with the leagues and all that, then I like, okay, I know he's from that country and all. I mean, I get some surprises sometimes, but generally I know where someone is from. And that's gonna be DG.
Attack Genius again. It's supposed to be Mike to play this deck, not you, man.
A lot of people start playing Genus. I think the main guy that like started playing so much Tech Genus, and I'd say the sort of pioneer of the movement, at least the set data Axel. I will honestly say that it is Shiranu number 1. And then you have the Resident of Roma making quite some impact with the builds. And of course, Yobra Michael definitely, like these 3 players are the main ones you want to watch in general for Tech Genus. But of course, a lot of people will have the deck or even play well, so you never know.
Yeah, but Mike plays flight control, not set delta Excel.
He does play the 2, knowing him.
Yeah, but most usually is to see flight control.
Yeah, that was his version. But like a lot of people went for flight control just because there's this idea of consistency, you know? And you can see set Delta Axel is not about consistency, but it's about insane attack power, summoning a lot, destroying a lot. That's pretty much how the deck works. But it's hard to use because you're not going to get guarantee hands every time. And there's already quite a turn. M7 and the Rogue. That's actually is going to have to face.
Card of Light Brigade.
Of the Light Brigade. He's still going to have not a bad build age.
And he milled the Raiden, the Misk, and the
Serpent.
The Serpent. Raiden, Milmore.
So I think Raiden is not going to be interrupted. He's going to be able to send cards to the grave. From the looks of it, I think my turn is going to react on the next special summon monsters. Although I doubt because... Well, yes, there will be a special summon monsters because of Michelanosaurus being in the grave.
He's thinking if he mills first or if he activates Misk first. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, milling
That's actually
first.
a good idea.
Death Grave?
Yes, the Deep
Really?
Grave.
Deep Grave.
That's
Oh
actually a card that people start using because it allows you to get back some monsters to be able to go for synchros. And I mean, the card in itself is very powerful because, like, you can easily bring back a synchro, easily bring back an Xyz, easily bring back a fusion. It's a very stupid card that actually was used in the past for Blue Eyes decks, like a long time ago, but right now we're seeing some Tech Genuses using it, and I think it's gonna make a lot of sense. So that's pretty much a card to watch out whenever you see Tech Genus.
And he milled again Breakthrough Trio and another Misk.
Yeah, the Misk is going to be a good one, and Breath's Skill definitively a good one as well, because it's going to allow you to negate the effects of the rope.
And wow, he popped the survival end.
Which is going to be actually beneficial for Sachi.
Mm-hmm.
So
M7
gonna
going to
react,
return Raiden or Booster? Which one you're gonna return?
let's see, maybe he
Okay.
wants... Okay, he's going to go
Yeah,
launch
the
the
booster.
level 1. He wants to force with the survival end.
Uh-huh.
And I think survival end is going to have to go for back row, else he's going to go for an Xyz, though I think he's going to go for the back row. So like that, my turn is not going to go for any head strategy. And there's also the fact that one thing to be considered is the BTS, which can negate the effect, but... Okay, wait, he targeted the face down, right? Yes, I think he targeted the face down, if
Yep.
I'm right. Okay.
Yep. Face down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, if you destroy one of the monsters, you allow head. Head brings the family. Kaboom. Pretty much goes like that. And that will be
And
worse.
it was Book of Moon.
Yeah, still pretty nice. But I think it's going to rely a lot on the back row. Does he have a good one?
And another bolt.
So at least the bolt is force. Maybe Sensei has a respawn, you never know. If he can flip at least down the coat, it's gonna be nice and easy, but it's not gonna be simple. He went for the Raiden actually. My turn went for the Raiden, very sure that he's not afraid of the back row. Just trying to see the cards in the grave. There's not going to be anything that he can... Well, he can still special summon a card from the grave, but there's no other survival end. On the side of my turn, a lot of spells and only a system. So first attack going on the side of coat. Any Book of Moon is going to be nice. That's all he needs.
Okay, takes the damage. M7 now.
A Canadian
Kinda
does
weird.
have something at least. It's always good. And he has the breakthrough skill, which is going to be very good for him, because things are going to change. You have to realize that Sachi is going to be able to go for synchro. You negate the rope.
Negating the roach right now, and he can finally go synchro. Screw Serpent,
Prismatic.
bring the booster.
Right, gonna be the classic play. We'll go for the Star Guardian.
Yep. And just so you know, I miss so much on this game the Hyper Librarian.
Yes, that is true.
PGs with Hyper Librarian, it would be like at least not top tier, but top tier 3 or 2 maybe.
Yep.
It depends.
I'm actually wondering what synchro will Sachi go for. that
Maybe he goes for Halberd.
Yeah, I thought he's gonna go for Halberd, but otherwise he's gonna go. How should I say?
Onimaru.
I was thinking of the Quarian Gandrax actually, but he's indeed going for the one we mentioned, which is going to end up being.
No.
No, wait, Onimaru.
Quarian.
Actually, yes, Onimaru is the best. You called
Yeah,
it,
he
yes.
can go Onimaru
Oliver is
or
definitively
Halberd.
going to be the best, because no matter if he attacks the rogue or the code, it's going to be 4,000 damage or more. Yeah, good call, Gaiba. Definitely the best play he can go
and he went for Onimaru. He has lethal now, and he went for Roach, 6,000, and done.
for. Exactly. We don't want roaches on the field. They stink, so we just get rid of them. Jokes aside, that's going to be the 4th point on the side of Kizuki Reborn, and finally my turn is going to be out. We did quite a good streak though for the team, to be honest. But now comes the question, and is if Sachi is going to be able to keep the streak. Is not having an easy deck to play. It tends to have a lot of break as well, so...
And just mentioning something here, Quarion is flight control, okay?
Yep. Exact. That's flight control. That's one thing I also forgot as well, as you mentioned.
Okay, Galv now on table.
I still think there's like a light possibility to do Guardian Gandrax in like the set Delta Axel version, but like you don't have often the ways. Like you need to have level 154, reduce the level of someone, but it's not something you often do, Guardian Gandrax. But I still think I've seen people use it, but it's indeed not often.
Another Onomat.
Yeah. And they also get the first turn again, which is going to be very imposing for him, because if there's any rogue setup, you know how is this going to go.
Yeah, we have.
Welcome back, my turn.
Roach.
And GG's, by the way, and hello, Friends League, hello, GNC. Hope you're doing good. So rank 6 gonna be Ptolemy M7, fair enough. So from the looks of it, he's gonna go for the rogue setup. He does have it? No. But that's gonna be 2 set cards on the side of Gao.
Milling. Oh, Oh, renewal gift?
Revival gifts. That's a
Revival
huge
gift.
surprise.
And Canada.
Yeah, instant Canadian
True.
underrated and no second thoughts. So Canadian is at least going to be special someone you have it on defense. And the mission dinosaur is to at least have the little dinosaur, the raptor.
Okay, popping the raptor and doing the search.
Yeah. There's also a new topic which is going to be creating pressure knowing that Sashi doesn't have a lot of back row.
Okay, he went for the topic. He's going to bring the coat, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. Now he goes Roach, I believe.
Yeah, he could go very control and go for Roach. So yeah, I guess he's trying to read the card from Sachi on the side of Gao. So he's gonna go make Malevolent Sin instead.
No Roach? Okay.
Why the... Oh, no, okay. That's normal. He's going for Malevolent Sin to then make Corbage.
Yeah, Corbage.
Though, there's one thing to remember. If you do this, the M7 is going to be used to take back one of the units, one of the overlays that you possess. So, like, it doesn't work on Canada. Canada is going to remain on the field. And that's a fact. So one thing
And
that is
now
good
he-
is that he sends back the Raiden.
And now he can go Gaia, right?
True. He could go for Gaia if he has it, and if he does play Gaia, that's going to be lethal, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the Onomats do have Gaia, but it could still be possible.
No?
Going defense
Oh,
position to
why
get at least the
defense?
overlay again.
Ah, okay. Materials.
Actually, he
for heavy
could go
material.
for the Gaia, yes, indeed. Yeah.
Yes. I saw this on KCGT today.
Yeah, we've seen also a lot of like Gaia Dragons on as an next season.
And
There's going to be the
survival
survival
end.
end.
And Forbidden Lands.
That's gonna be GG.
Yep.
That's a very fishy Forbidden Lance that's gonna make the job. Only 1 point left on the side of Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that he has to go for the last deck.
Last deck, no repeats anymore.
Exact. That's pretty much the tough kind of ending to see. They're back.
After here, you have my lunch. Take some nap because I yawned. I lost the count how many times I yawned, and go back for another team or skullcasting.
Yeah. On my side, I'm gonna have something to do on my own, and then I have a war to coach. I do have quite the stuff as well. Alright, so it's going to be mirror match on a mat. Sister, classic.
Draw 2. Like, what does part of you do? I don't have any idea because they don't say on anime.
True.
And we don't read cards because. And you are a traitor because you read cards. Use brain. It's not allowed. Okay? It's on the rules.
Sadly not on the rules, because if you went to the world of Shadowverse, if you don't have brain, you cannot play Shadowverse. So I had to create a brain.
But this is not Shadowverse.
Yes, indeed, but I'm keeping the good strat of, you know, knowing how to read cards and telling the plays.
Yeah, reading rules is against. Reading cards is against the law.
I mean, you know, I'm still making a huge ton of mistakes. Like, I, for example, commentated a Warfaz, and what if I told you I made 3 big mistakes during the casting? I think that proves enough that even if I read cards, I don't read all of them, or just read them badly, which is what I shall say. Finally, I have time to say hi in the chat. Hello, MB. And thank you also for being the referee for today.
139. So it means there's 138 before you?
Actually, I just got one question, Gaiba. Do you have
Mom.
anything run on the side of Sachi? Like, is there cards playing on your side or none?
Wait.
Because, like, I'm only seeing Sister.
Actually, no. Why?
Because I don't know if he's thinking or, like, if he's stuck.
Well, nothing.
Alright, there's nothing, actually. Okay. And by the way, thank you for the follow, Zachary. That's gonna be maybe the last duel. DC, I don't know.
No,
I don't think
it's
it
not
is,
a DC. The
I
game
do
is
think they're
running
just-
for me, man.
Yeah.
The game is running for me.
Alright, let me
Maybe
just...
for you glitched.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Thank you, Konami, for that. Running
Thank you
it
for
back,
playing
we're gonna
Duel
go
Links.
back in the duel and try to catch what we missed. Really sorry for that, and let's see just what happened. I'm sure he played a card, because like in 60 seconds, not drawing the card, that doesn't happen. And we know Onomat. Gaiba,
What?
you should have told me that you were not in turn 1, come on. I was staying in the screen for nothing, watching a sister on the field. Like watching a lolly for 60 seconds. And the FBI will have come to my house. Just saying that.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways, gaining the classic set. I was gonna get the Bonzer
Wow.
against 2 backer, which is gonna end up being nice. And the MST is gonna react on the Canadian. So gets back the sister, the Onomata play. Oh my god, and the Book of Moon. The first MST
Yeah,
Book of Moon interaction of the day, by the way.
Yep.
Level 6, although if Sashi has any card that can face down one of these 2 monsters, that's going to be an end turn. And that's still possible to see one. Does Sachi has a Canadian or a Book of Moon? That's all he needs. Otherwise he
now-
does it on the Xyz actually. He could go for the Xyz, honestly.
And now the game is stopped for me.
Yeah. And they're making an Xyz on my side.
Wow. Ah, okay, now they did.
Yes. Alright, so
Come
balls are gonna be on the field. And the battlefield is gonna be declared. Okay. I don't think there's any Canadian or something, but if there is... Oh, with which deck my turn is tricked? So he played with Triamid and he played with Onomat. 3 wins each, Pope. Alright, so Sachi led his code to be destroyed. I think from the looks of it, he was saving a Book of Moon, so he can flip it on. Yes. That's
Hey,
clever.
yeah.
I'm liking this play. So he intentionally destroyed his own code, thanks to the Bonzer to be able to use Canadian. Goes for the head. And GG.
Yep.
And no problem, Pope, as usual.
And scoops.
Yep. Because he knows the combos.
9-5.
Yep. You never know though, like Onomat can streak insanely hard, so we'll see what happens.
Let me see if we had any repeat, because I didn't
Oh,
see.
there's no repeat
yet.
on the side of Sensei. They actually won
Ah,
one duel already,
nice.
so they have to go for the second one. Going to be a Yami Yugi on front, and from the Luke, there's going to be a Thunder Dragon if I've seen one. Turn 1, going to go for Sachi as well. So now the main issue for Sachi, since he's playing against Thunder Dragon, is going to be the fact that if there's any time for 3 subs, he's already in the bad spot. So like if he wants to go for summons, he's gonna have to be cautious. He can go for 2 summons, then wait, and then what shall I say? Go for more summons. So who is Sachi going to do this turn is the question.
They are thinking too much. Why?
Welcome
I'm gonna
to-
sleep here.
Honestly,
Okay. Oh, okay, they played.
honestly, even in TCG, I think people sleep. Like some duels can take a long
Yeah.
time.
Like turn 1, 15 minutes
Yeah.
to do all the table.
Yeah, that can happen a lot. And even worse is like, 15 minutes isn't like 15 minutes of me playing with the cards, playing with my deck. It's more like 15 minutes where
アルカナフォ
I
ース
play
21 ザ・ワールド
but I also, how should I say? That I also check the cards from my opponent, that I ask the judge, and then I actually call that he's cheating, for example, things like that. Like there's always
Yeah,
tons of things you can do in
and-
TCG because you have real life
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah, something like okay, in your opponent's first turn, 15 minutes for checking grave, setting up the whole table. In your turn, summon a monster, super polymerization, or Nibiru. That's it. Disturbia.
Yep.
Ah, you're quiet.
I mean, I'm quite thanks to the mind just being insanely silent, but I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know what else to say.
imagine. Yeah. Imagine you set all the board on your first turn and your opponent's super polymerization.
That would be horrible.
Nah.
So yet again,
Window on
another
that,
turnscape on the side of Geov. Going to reveal a glove. Sheesh.
A glove, draw.
Yep. Makes sense that it is a for Dodo to draw. Just gonna get the cards in. Automatically
Okay.
gonna reveal itself, switch the head for sister.
Head for sister, nice.
ETHTD kick WMLL, no.
HTV kick W.
I do think it's gonna force a bolt right now, or else he's gonna save it for later. This is a fishy board otherwise on the side of Gov.
Okay, sister on bolt, on coat, not bolt. Come on. I need to sleep, guys. I'm confused here.
It's all good. Alright, he's gonna go for the M7.
Mhm. Let me see something here. Okay, one.
Alright, Ptolemy M7 gonna be using its effect, discard the code to get back the code.
Yep, because he
And-
can.
He can special
The
summon
spec?
it with the effect of the glove, I think. It's not the effect of the code this time.
Yeah. Hey, he's coat. Not coat, glove. Oh my god. Ooh, I really need to sleep.
It's okay. Don't worry, days like that happens. 3 set cards though. And the glove gonna intervene, special summon at level 4. And yeah, I mean, he can pressure on. The question is, does he want to go for Rogue or does he want to go for the
Well, he
Malevolent
can
Sin for
go in,
damage?
or he can go for Excalibur, maybe.
Right,
Let
he's
me
gonna
see.
go for the Rogue just to make
Mm.
sure that he's not gonna make any missing. He attacks with the M7, forcing a back row. Gonna be trying for 3 subs.
Shit. I'm delayed. Come on, game. Here
Konami
they are
always
not
making mistakes.
exceeding.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I need to leave and join again because
Oh, reboot.
not reboot. The game doesn't proceed.
The Book of Moon gonna be used on the Rogue, but the Forbidden Lance is gonna react just in time. And the Forbidden Lance is gonna work, so the Rogue is protected. I think the Rogue will be still destroyed from the looks of it. But it depends, let's see. Alright, so forcing a Legionnaire. And the Sailor's Worm is going to react, destroying the first Legionnaire. And now Gav is going to be able to use the effect of Dragon Dark. He can add any Thunder Dragon from the deck added to the hand. Gonna be Hulk. The ideal thing now for him is to have a level 6 on the field. That's what he wants, but he's gonna get to level 5. So that means he will tribute the level 5, get the level 6, and maybe try to go for an Xyz. Otherwise, it's defense play, and that's what he's going for. He decides to go for defense instead. Alright, so the
Finally.
thing is... Oh, sorry.
I just said finally I reached the real time.
So
I had to, yeah, I had to leave the room to leave the match and join again.
Yeah. Sadly, so many bugs happened, so no effect on the side of M7. He's gonna take the time, save his overlay, and let us attack the 2 monsters. Or okay, he's gonna take
and
the time.
face.
Yeah, I can
Not
understand the
attack.
choice. That's because he doesn't want to let Gelf draw or have like a potential Legionnaire happening. And that's gonna be a
Okay.
set down card.
Tributed.
That's a
Okay.
debater face down. Because it maybe isn't Dragon Dog, and that could be a Hawk, for example, or even a Roar. I will think it's maybe a Hawk.
Okay, now he has the Hawk. Hawk can shuffle the hand. No,
It
I mean,
cannot
not now.
because
Not now. Only if it banished.
yeah, exactly. Like if you banish it or like
You
have it sent to the graveyard, you can. But if it's discarding the card, instead you just special summon something. And then
yeah,
you're going to
discard is
intervene
summon.
face down the road.
And coaching time? No, it's not coaching time now.
And he's gonna get to pressure a bit
You
more with the
think?
Utopic. He gets the balls.
Bolt.
Bolt in the face down or the monster. He's gonna go for the face down.
100 Thunders.
Yeah, at least he's able to force this. Now, he has to attack, I think. Else he's going to send back a card.
M7. Okay, returning who?
It is a tough choice because he's gonna have to bounce ideally the hog just because for the attack terms if he wants to try to get lethal. But otherwise he has to play secure and send back. No, he's gonna get the glove back, okay. Okay, sir. Get back one
Um,
of your resources.
okay, Gaia
Oh,
now.
the Gaia's gonna be nice to see. Because that could be lethal if there's no hand trap.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Yeah,
going
he
to
has
be
hand
a
trap.
sphere creeper. It's not over though, because like Sachi just accumulated so much control. Like, to not forget, the man has Rogue, 3 back row, and he pretty much has the control. There's going to be a point where the guy is going to attack, and that's GG. So Galf has it very tough, because the Gaia is pretty much the one that is going to be imposing as it does piercing damage. Alright, so what is Galf going to be doing with this kind of field? He's gonna fleep
One
up
Book
the
of
roar
Moon.
to try to make an exceed, but gets immediately interrupted by the Book of Moon.
Book of Money. By the way, how many Book of Moons do you have in your account?
I have 0.
I have 2.
Oh my god, I hate you. Come on.
One
Why?
of them, yeah. One of them was sponsored. Yeah, someone donated for buying, and the other one was on gems.
Man, that's crazy. I don't even get like chance to get this kind of cards. So like I'm trying to deal with like for example only Trimate, and that's very much the main deck I'm using.
And he tributed.
Yeah, he tributed and set the card actually. From the looks of it, I believe he tributed the roar, so if the Gaia attacks, it's not gonna be exactly lethal.
Well, he doesn't have exactly. Let me see.
Yeah, good
Roach.
attack is actually trying to see what card it is. It's going to be a Dragon
Over
Dog.
Dark.
And doesn't want to make piercing, otherwise he's gonna have to make like the triple destruction, although I think he's gonna go for the triple destruction. No, I think he's gonna stop here. He makes one attack, he's gonna stop here. That's what I believe. I don't think he's even going to try to proc the Destiny Draw. And yes indeed, it's gonna take all the time.
By the way, what is Gaia's detachment effect?
Yeah. The overlay just doesn't do anything on Gaia. Like, you just have the overlay because you make the Xyz, but it's completely
Okay.
useless. The thing is that he doesn't have an effect or a text that says, hey, detach an overlay, then make something. And that's the main reason.
Adros. Book of
alright.
Money.
Yeah, potentially going to be Book of Moon indeed, yes. The problem is going to be if he has any negate for the Legionnaires, and he is going to be able to
Melody
get
for-
2. So
Searching the levy.
that's going to be tough, because he needs a chalice or a kind of card that allows him to negate the effect. He can stop one
Fortune.
Legionnaire, but he cannot stop all of them. Alright, the Roar is going to get back one of the cards. Alright, he decided to pick back the Hawk that is banished. I'm gonna go use this Hawk to just get at least another monster.
You get the Hawk. Hawk brings from the graveyard to level 5. The OG Thunder Dragon. Just for curiosity, I don't know if you already know, but Tristan has voice lines with this OG Thunder Dragon.
Oh,
Yep. Roach negates, but he can levy again.
yeah, that's the thing. And if he doesn't have like any negate, then I think Satch is in a bit of trouble, because like he's going to rely on the piercing only. And if the guy is destroyed, he doesn't have piercing. And phase.
What?
And
No more
face.
levies?
And face, okay. And there's gonna be the
Okay.
draw.
Discarding the glove for search.
I guess he's wanting more back ideally. He's gonna go for the battle phase.
Okay, battle phase.
Yeah, he has to try to attack and do something.
Address. And done.
The way he attacks. Actually, it could be GG if there's no hand trap. I think there's no hand trap. He wins this, doesn't he?
No boxer.
And
no
that's gonna be
sphere.
GG. Yeah.
Yeah, 9-6.
96.
Yep.
It's actually giving hope for his team. Gonna be resisting as much as he can as he defeats the Thunder Dragon. Always being a difficult matchup as usual whenever you watch that. So Gav is going to be out, and we'll see who's next.
Yeah, the question is why didn't he do the last live?
Yeah, I understood because I know Spanish, so I do understand some words. I really don't know why he didn't.
Well,
But yeah, as Neliel said, if it is because of time limit, then that explains a lot usually.
yeah, people
And, yeah.
in the chat are saying about the time limit.
Yeah, even good losers say so. Indeed. Because I think 100% we will have seen the Legionary being summoned. But then, of course, there's the risk that if there's like any negate on the side of Sachi, I think things will have changed again.
We still have Piama and Ash, right?
Yeah, we have these two left. Alright, so Piyama is going to be the next player.
Piama.
Now let's just spectate.
Duel!
Oh, no Fire Kings, no Lunas, Fire Kings.
Yes, indeed, that's going to be Fire King. I mean, that will have been crazy to have two Luna Light, but in general, if you send two Luna Light, that's because you think too much about the automats. Which could be done in general. Like, I think you can go for two Luna Light in the lineup if you want. But Fire King also does the job. Also, you just put the two there because Piyama is playing for the first time. Alright, draw here. The problem is going to be how he has to play around the Arvada. He has to take the time. He doesn't want any Arvada to be able to use its effect, so that's going to be a difficult thing for him.
Resets?
Yep.
Well,
I will understand his play. He doesn't need to rush things and he needs to have Arvada face down mainly. Also has to hope that there's no field spell. Because if there's the field spell, then Piyama can stop. But there's going to be a Baron instead.
okay, Baron, going 1900.
So taking the first
Oh.
attack, making the Canadian on the Arvada, of course. And that is going to pass. So no Satch is going to be able to make some plays on this turn, though it still depends on like what the two backers are. He's going to be pretty confident because he knows that Piyama is not guaranteed to have a hand trap. which is one thing to mention. Maybe it is a hand trap, but maybe not.
Okay, Utopic.
Alright. He can still bait a lot. If he's able to use the effect of Utopic, he will be able to get at least a monster that destroys the Arvada. And otherwise, if there's a trap used, Canadian can chain, Canadian, which will destroy eventually.
And we have a Book of Moon.
Yep. So because it's a spell, no Canadian, but Forbidden Lance is gonna act.
Second book? Do we have a second Book of Moon?
He's thinking it through.
Do I use another book or not? Or do I use the trap or not? Okay.
Alright, so the Utopic remains on the field, and the glove is going to be special summoned from the grave. Onomata play, switching head for another monster. So I think at that point he's going to special summon it with either Utopic or the
Yeah, he went for Coke
glove.
now.
So I do think he's going to try to go for an Exceed to force one of the spell trap, and I mean he gets a free attack on the Arvada no matter what, because
Yeah, he can go Spider. Yeah, he went Spider.
yeah, we're going for Spider.
He can detach or banishing and recycle with Coat.
Ooh. He's gonna go for the core bash, send back to the deck the
Or
Arvada.
bash.
Book of
And
Moon gonna intervene,
book.
but if there's a Forbidden Lance, then Sachi is in a good spot. And he's gonna need the Forbidden Lance, but no. So God is gonna intervene again. But I think one thing that's fine is, you know, you can destroy the Arvada that is in the graveyard, and I mean you pretty much block Pyama to do anything. So I don't think that's really bad. It's more like you just slow down Pyama. But yeah, that's still gonna be fine for him. He gets attack, destroy the Arvada. And Pyama is still going to be relying on 2 cards in hand. He's gonna be setting a card. It maybe is a monster what he has in hand from the looks of it. Will be a hand trap. He's gonna declare the battle phase to try to clear one of the monsters, and I think that's gonna be the core bash what he attacks. That's the one that makes more sense.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for the coat instead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
fair
went for
enough. I
Coat.
think I can understand the choice. So the reason why he
And
attacks the
another book.
coat, yeah. So the reason why he attacks the coat is if you let the coat is going to be able to bring back the glove. Or simply, if you
And-
control something, the glove gets to be special summoned. So you get 3 monsters level 4 on the field.
How
Although
he's
Sachi is going to
for
put pressure with the core bash. Core bash is going to use the effect and is able to use it.
Yep. And bad aim.
On the coat,
Popping the coat. Lance
Yeah.
on coat. Nope.
I think it's still fine. He also gets another
Okay.
overlay. That's going to be a good play. He's going to take it slow. Doesn't need to rush things. Actually, I do think he didn't special summon the glove yet. Oh,
Oh, another one. Now he can go Excalibur and Lethal.
yes, exactly. Excalibur going to be definitively the best, as you mentioned. And if it doesn't work, it's just going to pass turn.
And Sachi takes this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's gonna be 9-7 so far. There's some remontada happening right now.
Yeah. From 9-3 to 9-7.
Yeah, that's honestly crazy. That's honestly crazy. If they even manage to go 9-9, that's still a good performance.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to try to see who's next. Or like if there's any repeat.
Yeah, maybe a repeat, maybe not.
It all depends on what is the second deck though. If the second deck isn't really good against Automat, then there's going to be repeat, and they do have two. So we could still be seeing one.
Well, they still have to repeat. No one used it so far, and
They're maybe going for the second deck right now.
maybe, maybe not.
Alright, so Piyama back on the table.
Yes. And then they left the table again.
Sounds good. Maybe trying to decide if they want to do repeat or maybe just go for the second deck. So I think they're going to remain undecisive. Alright, gonna be the duel happening. Let's go. So going for the second deck, it looks like it is Harpy, is what I believe. 22 cards, that makes me think it is Harpy. Harpy is going to get the first turn, which generally is an advantage for Onomat. But we'll see. So Perfumer is going to be summoned. So Piyama is going to be able to go for Nixie's, go for Synchro, whatever.
And it's going Harpies, okay.
Alright, so Eggert is summoning another Harpy. I'm gonna be making a Synchro, gonna be Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, the classic, and how many cards you said? It's going to be 2. Classic turn on the side of Harpy.
A double set.
And there's
Book?
gonna be an instant Book of Moon.
Lance?
If he has Lance, that's gonna be huge.
No Lance. No Lance.
Instant Book of
And
Moon.
book from here, book from there.
And
You book me,
there was timings that
I
the Forbidden Lance is actually going to work.
and Lance.
So if Piyama doesn't use any card, the sister is going to be unaffected. And that's gonna pass through actually. The bolt could also be used on the other back row if they want to do so. Maybe bonds the Synchro or just destroy. Yeah, standard tournament hand, exactly, good loser. Was gonna go for the back row, destroy History Party.
Third party? Okay.
That's an interesting thing. Alright, so
And Harp
no,
is-
he is going to
Harp
be in a
is
good
blue.
spot because now he just needs to go for Bonzer ideally.
Oh, Harp is breaking. Whoa.
I think Harpy just didn't get like a good turn. Like, I think they had like a sort of fine hand, but like getting first turn for Harpy is just bad in this matchup. Harpy needs to be second most of the time. Onomat just doesn't care that much. And there's something that is chaining But what is it? Is the question.
Yeah. Valid question.
It could be an MST or a Book of Moon, definitely. I think that's going to be a Book of Moon, knowing the fact that Harpies do destroy spell and traps using the field spell. So sending one card. And that's going to be it. Sensei is going to rely to maybe get another monster, hopefully. And if he has the Forbidden Lance, it actually is still fine. Onomata play is going to happen. He could actually force the head if he wants, but I don't think there's any need to rush things. The monster is going to remain important.
Okay, he is going for Utopic.
That's going to be a good choice. So taking the time, he gets the Utopic. Alright, first attack going on with the Utopic. Another history party? Another one?
Yep.
That's a huge surprise. Oh my Jesus.
Negate.
That's gonna be horrendous. Unless he has like that historic party is going to be an important way for Pyama to actually come back into this duel, because otherwise I think Ornament wasn't a good spot. And he's gonna go for the Harper Lady one, take time. He's still fine because he can negate the effect of the Synchro as well. So that's one thing good for the Bonzer. And that's going to be another Perfumer happening. Putting some pressure again. And I think that's going to have to be negated to be able to slow down Pyama. I don't think he has a choice. If he lets this through, and he exceeds Dawn, and a spell used, then he will be in the bad spot. So I think he's going to have to use the Bonzer to negate this Perfumer. He has to do it. Completely locked with this kind of opening. And he's gonna need a good card to be able like to
negate again.
Slow down. Yeah.
No search.
I do have one question. It's like how many Onomata players he remains with? He has one left.
I think no one anymore. Let me double check.
So he has a chance still. He has a chance still because if he gets the head, that's going to be his way for the comeback. Pardon me, by the way. But yeah, it's definitely going to be the card you want to get.
Yeah, he still has the skill.
And yes, Scorpion, he did top deck the Perfumer. But the thing is that no Bonzer really slowed down Pyama, so like, he will have to go for the Malevolent Sin. He will have to banish the Bouncer if he wants to try to deal a lot of damage. Unless he's playing differently, let's see.
No, he went for the Slash.
Another Slash?
Another Slash.
What?
Weird.
I mean, here's the thing. If Sachi gets any Onomat, Head is going to do so much job, no matter what. I thought I was going to go for the Nixie's 4. He could have tried the level 70 at least. But he said no, so no, the Bonzer is going to take time, not going to go any pressure. But of course there's one issue, it's going to be that the Bonzer does not have anything for... How should I say? Negate. Although Pyama is not sure as well to get maybe the top deck, he's going to have to pray.
Okay, he could go. Okay.
Oracle, yes. So that still is going to be one monster, but it's just going to be here in defense.
Oracle recycling in one spell or trap.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen is, of course, he's gonna attack the Synchro again on the side of Sashi. He's still in that good spot because the Oracle, it's just more defense, and if Sachi just gets the head, that's GG anyways. Any Onomat card, he can go for Onomat to play. Doesn't
Oh,
get it, but he
that's-
gets another backer again.
Yeah. Okay, going for slash.
Yeah. Actually, I will go very quick, but there's one thing to not forget. The two Synchros, the two Saber Slash Harpy Ladies are in the graveyard on the side of Piana. And then if you take the other graveyard, Code, Sister, Utopic, which will be used later on the side of Sashi. I do think Sachi is now going to have the lead because there's no more Synchro for Piana unless he recycles the things. And Hello Angel, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the war that is going on so far. KR about to come back. That could be a thing happening. And that's gonna be a
Channeler.
but I think that's gonna get immediately Book of Moon, and we know there's Egotis behind, so there will be something indeed, but Sashi has an interrupt. Else he can like just take all the time in the ward. It's as he wish. I do think it's gonna be fine because he doesn't have to worry, there's no more Synchro, no more Cyber Slash. Unless maybe the build decides to play 3 Synchro.
Egotist.
But I think from the looks, he used Agotist before making a Synchro, so now that means he doesn't have any more Synchro.
Cyber Lady. Info Cyber.
He's gonna go
Now
for the
you're
Malevolent
going
Sin.
Exceedman.
But yeah,
now?
it's gonna get interrupted. 100%.
Yeah.
That's his second Historic Party Scorpion. On a 22 deck card, by the way. 2 Historic Party. That's not something I've seen often. Like, these builds had like 1 Historic Party in a 22 card, but 2 is something I've never seen before. And there's going to be an Onomat. The coat arrives. The coat from the heroes. And I think that is going to be GG. Malevolent Sin is going to banish face down the Malevolent Sin. Or
No,
even
he
go
went
for
for
Excalibur. He wants to go heroic. He wants to show that he possesses the Excalibur. This man
Well,
knows the route.
It seems 9-8.
Yes, that's 9-8. That's still huge though. And Kirasach is going to remain on the field. This Onomat is actually... This Onomat is mad. This Onomat wants revenge. He wants to help his friends, his teammates.
He's nuts.
He wants to get the victory. That's going to be 5-1 for him so far. And no, the last player actually remains on the side of Sensei, which is going to be Ash. No, he didn't use 3 Scorpion, he didn't. He only used 2. Like, one of them was actually... I think one of them was destroyed and then the other one was actually used. Alright, they're already in. I'm gonna join in. Maximum 2 duels left. We'll see what happens. So that's going to be a very dirty duel. Cyber Dragon against Onomat. And Cyber Dragon does get the first turn. So I think a lot of people knows how this goes. Whoever gets the turn and the good one is actually going to be the winner. If Ash gets any core, that's going to be a big advantage. Oh, Lunalight. I think if it was Lunalight, they will have sent it way earlier. To be very sincere. So I don't think it is Lunalight, it's going to be Cyber Dragon. Heat Wave.
Heat Wave. Ooh.
That's gonna be dirty. That's gonna be dirty to go for only Heat Wave. He knows that then Sachi cannot go for anything, just set a card. So that's gonna be all about the back throws.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a big yikes. This heat wave is actually very malicious. Alright, 1 card, 2 card set only. That's gonna be dangerous. Very dangerous from the looks of it.
We have only one single copy of Heatwave, and this dude top decked on first turn.
Yeah. And there's going to be the core happening.
Fusion support. And activates. Paying the cost. Put the tokens.
And no, that's gonna be GG. The fact that there's Fusion Gate is too much already. Hey, if there was no Fusion Gate, I think Sachi could have resisted a little bit more, but the fact that there's Fusion Gate, Ashen's gonna go for the Rampage, can go for the Cyber Tween, and that's gonna be too much attacks and Sachi just cannot resist. Although actually I'm speaking fast, but if there's a Rampage and he triggers a Canadian or a Book of Moon, Ash cannot normal summon anymore, and he will need to have like the quick spell Fusion to be able to go for another one. So it does depend what's the set that Sashi has. If it is Canadian or Book of Moon, that's good. No, it's gonna be Forbidden Lands. Sadly not gonna be enough. I think that's GG.
Fusion Gate again.
Yep.
Using from graveyard.
Actually, he could go for the Cyber End Dragon. Come on. I hope to see some Cyber End Dragon at least for the sending. You have the material. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, Cyber End Dragon.
Ash knows the root of Cyber Dragon. Always put Cyber End Dragon for the end.
Now he can does piercing.
Yeah, exactly.
Kuribo one time kick W.
Honestly, that would be huge. Imagine a Kuribo, dude. Oh my god, and also 2 set cards on the side of Ash. He really had the lead here.
1, 2, and game.
And that's gonna be it for today's war.
Well, if you want to do interview, you can do. I will skip because
honestly, I have a lot of stuff to do, and I think I'm gonna have to cut the stream for now.
Yeah,
but yeah, quite a good war for sure. And yeah, honestly, these surprises and almost come back from KR. I think that was still possible because you know how Automat goes. But that was a crazy war. Honestly, big off to both teams, and of course, congratulations for Sensei to take the win in this war. I'm just going to end up the predictions so you guys can get the points. You know the deal. And to me, that is it. If you have anything else to say, Gaiba, whatever you want.
Actually no, just thank you for having me here and see you tomorrow for the Uchiha's game on my channel. Please check it out.
Yes, indeed.
Uchiha's versus BZ.
Yep.
And I believe
Arcana Force 21!
My lunch,
The world!
take some nap, and in a few hours I will be back with Necrofear on main channel for BR meta.
Yeah. And on my side, you're not going to see me anymore today. You guys get out?
Yes.
I'm gonna be back tomorrow though with Gaba, as you know, for the casting. And yeah, pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna send you guys to raid. Let me see who. You know me, it's optional. You want to join, you join. You don't want, don't. You guys know the drill.
Let's see.
And
We have
who do I want to
Momo.
raid is the question. You know what? I'm gonna raid Akajampi because he's doing Team Wars. Let's go with Akajampi. Good bro of mine. And let's go. So for those who are curious, the war that is actually being streamed is XO against the Legends, and the results are actually very close. So if you want to watch more Team Wars, feel free to join and check out some jumpy stuff. And I'll tell you guys again, have a good day, evening, and see you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
See you guys. Bye.